Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to be reviewing House of Amouage. I'm sorry, my voice a little bit down. I think I've been, the voice disturbing a little bit due to the coughing and all that. Season change, you guys know. So we'll be looking at the library collection. I have an official sample, and this is going to be Opus 10. I did review a couple of other ones from my sample, but I forgot that I still had this one, last one from the line. Um, in my collection, I bought them from Perfume Bangladesh, like last year. So I just gave it a first wearing after a long time. Like yesterday, I forgot about the perfume. And the thing is, I don't have full presentation. I cannot show you the bottle. The bottle looks okay. Not my favorite looking bottle, but Amouage, you get good presentation usually and good sprayer. So even, just let me show you one thing there. Official samples are so good, okay? I do have the other line, regular line for men. This I think is a different line, the library collection. So you get this kind of 2 ml samples, okay? Really nice cap, very up class and well sealed. So this perfume, it's a very strong floral perfume. Especially when I say floral, think of rose. The thing is, this fragrance is definitely a strong perfume. The performance is, first of all, crazy. It's literally beast mode on. Okay, some of the Amouage you might feel like, oh, I can get away with this 5-6 sprays. No, this perfume, you spray more, you're gonna regret more and more. Okay, performance is crazy. Season for this perfume is I think perhaps cold weather would be perfect time, night time. And if you do like fragrances like Lyric Man, think of that a more polite version of this one. This I feel there are 3 kind of rose in this I saw in Fragrantica. I think someone mentioned there's a Turkish rose. Some people say there was a metallic tone. Some people there's bloody, kind of like a blood note that you get, like the smell, metallic smell from blood because of the iron. Some people say it's very off-putting and up front. So what I feel about it, I'm not going to spray this again because it's late night. It's 5:30 in the morning. This perfume, you really have to try before buying. Do not blind buy this fragrance. This fragrance is extremely potent. That's one thing, is daring. Second thing is the way it develops. First half an hour or so, this fragrance is very challenging. Okay, that description of the metallic blood, kind of like cool, cold sort of a metallic feel, is definitely there. And when I spray it, I feel like bergamot is there as well, kind of like a citrus, but it does feel more like a kind of like a funeral. Okay, you imagine like on the coffin you put some dark roses. I don't remember all the 3 roses, maybe British rose and Thrift rose or something. There's one more rose I cannot remember. So definitely heavy on rose and spices. Think of like not cardamom, like perhaps cloves, and then followed by oud. There's definitely oud, kind of vetiver perhaps, spices. It's like a warm, spicy. Think of Cartier Roadster, but lot more, like it's a lot more beastly. So those fragrances are more lovey-dovey, Declaration d'un Soir, Amouage Lyric Man, or some other fragrances. But this fragrance is like a butch rose, masculine rose. This is a fragrance for people who are daring. Okay, very cold weather, gloomy. It rained a little bit, kind of muddy. Smokes coming up somewhere. It's a depressing time. It's perfect for that weather. If you plan to wear this on a date, I say you wear it 1 hour prior to leaving. So when you leave, by the time you reach, it already reached the dry down. That way, the dry down is heavenly. I would say the rose becomes much more tolerable and it's more beautiful on dry down. Okay, it's easy to accept or inhale. Okay, but first 1 hour, do not put it here. If you do not like the smell or do not know the smell, even for this sample, do not put here because it's so close to your nose. It will really choke you, especially on high heat situation. Do not put this on. So it's a mixed fragrance, mixed emotions sort of for me. I do not like the opening that much, and I'm not a big fan. The rose, it's kind of animalic, but on the meat and the base what you get, it's pretty okay. The oud in this, it's okay, but the fragrance can come off a little bit dry. It's not the most how to say, moist or wet rose or rose water sort of jammy rose. Little bit of perhaps Aramis calligraphy rose, yeah, a little bit of that. Or perhaps if you think of that rose in what's the fragrance called, Oud Bouquet by Lancome or something, one of those Lancome rose based perfumes. So this one will remind you of those, perhaps a little bit of Mancera Black to Black. So it's in that category, but really, really strong. If you have the characteristic, definitely by all means pull it off, no problem. If you're already in Middle East, you're gonna love this. So they definitely did not care for what's the current trend. did not care for what's gonna be acceptable in the West or something. They just made a fragrance from Middle East. Okay. And last thing I would say about this perfume is it does have a little bit of Turkish delight. Okay. Why I say that? A little bit of that bergamot. I smell it every now and then, here and there, of that citrusy rose that feels like you put a little bit of saffron on the top of a Turkish delight. Okay. Or let's say what is called, I forgot those little cookies they make in Middle East or Egypt. I forgot, I used to have this a lot in Malaysia. So yeah, it's sort of like the Turkish delight with touch of rose on the dry down. That's the best enjoyable part. But definitely a fragrance worthy checking out, very interesting. So overall, for the dry down, I'll give this 8. On the opening, I'll give it kind of like a 5. So this overall, this perfume, I would still say it's a 7 out of 10 for me, if you talk about smell. But the longevity is 10 out of 10. So this is Amouage Opus 10. I would say love it or hate it. If you're a big fan of rose, if you like masculine fragrances that has floral in it, try it out. Okay, thanks for watching, and I think that's it for the night. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.